Ring finally came out with a 4K video doorbell. It's about time. I'm going to show you how to install it. First things first, you're going to need to charge this puppy. So you're going to turn it over, and there's going to be a little orange looking square on the bottom. It comes with this little key thing. This is a key. It doesn't look like a key, but it is a key. You stick it in and then push forward, and it pops the front cover off. Ta-da! Then you're going to take this orange thing off. So you push this little thing right here, pull up. That's the battery. Take the orange thing off of it, throw that away, you don't need it. And then to charge it, find the charging port on the bottom of the battery, use the cord that comes with, stick it in there, plug it into an outlet, and then wait until it's charged. If you haven't already, download the Ring app, of course, and then you're going to sign in or create an account, whichever. Next, you're going to go down to the bottom of the home screen where it says set up a device, and then you're going to tap it, and you're going to scan the QR code that came with your camera. Do not throw that piece of paper away. If you don't see your camera, you might need to update the app. Once you've chosen the location for your Ring doorbell, then it's going to ask you to set up the Wi-Fi. Make sure that you have the battery in, it's turned on, it has power. Then you're going to click I am near the device to set up the Wi-Fi. Then it's going to prepare for setup. And it's connecting to your Ring doorbell. The light on the front of your doorbell
to the Ring app
will be spinning while it's doing that, and it'll tell you what's going on. Then you're going to choose your Wi-Fi and then add the password. Then you're going to hit continue.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
Just
a moment.
Then it's going to tell you it's connecting. Then you have the options to turn on Amazon Sidewalk. It's a community network that lets smart devices help each other.
Now installing an update. This may take several minutes.
And mine's installing an update while I'm looking at this part. Some people like the idea of sidewalks, some people don't. That's up to you. Let me know if you want me to talk a little bit more about what sidewalk is and the security implications of it. I'm going to keep it off right now. Now you can start the tutorial, or you can watch me install it right now. Or you can do both. Now you need to determine if you're going to use the doorbell as a battery doorbell or as a wired doorbell. If you have wires coming from your house, if you like take off your old doorbell and there's wires coming out, it's a wired doorbell. That's where these screws come in the back. You're going to attach the wires coming from your house to these screws right here. And I'll show you how to do that. Before you install your wired doorbell, make sure to turn the power off to those wires at the front door. You do not want to shock yourself. Go to the breaker box and turn off that power. To make this easier to explain, I'm going to take the wires out of the packet labeled D and show you what they look like. They have little plastic pieces over the ends, and then on the other side they have nodes, little Y-shaped wires. The reason I'm showing you this is because the wires coming from your house are going to look like this. They're either going to be just raw wires, or they're going to have little nodes. If the wires are really short, you're going to want to connect the wire that came from packet D to the wire at your house. You're just going to twist them together. Put them side by side, twist, twist, twist. Make sure they're very good and twisted together so they get a really good connection. Then you're going to go back to the packet C, tear that open, grab one of the little caps that come in it. This wire cap will keep the bare wires from being exposed to like your hands, say. So you're going to take the cap, put it over the wires, and then you're going to twist, twist, twist until there are no bare wires visible. All you can see is the plastic on the wires. Just like that. Once that's done, you're going to want to connect the nodes at the end of the wires to the screws on the back of the camera. So they're just going to stick underneath, and that's how it's going to connect. I'll show you. You can loosen the screws with either a small screwdriver or a drill. You're going to want it to go left just to raise up the screws just a little bit. You don't have to take them out all the way. Then you're going to take the node, slide it underneath the screw on each screw, or one at a time. You don't have to do them at the exact same time. Then you're going to tighten the screw right back down by turning the screw to the right. If your wiring doesn't have nodes and just bare wires, you're just going to wrap the bare wires underneath the screws, and then you're going to tighten the screws back down. Pretend this is a wall right here. First, you're going to put the wall mount onto the wall and then mark where your screw holes are going to go. I'm using a Sharpie, but you can use a pencil too. Now, if you're screwing into wood, you can just use the screws in packet A. If you're drilling into brick or concrete, you're going to want to drill pilot holes into the surface where you made your little marks. And then you're going to want to use these little plastic things in packet A. These are to help your screws stay into the material and not pop out. So they're just little plastic pieces, and you're going to tap them down into your pilot holes. You want your pilot holes to be the same size as the screw in packet A, and tap that down. Then you're going to screw the screws that are in packet A into that. It'll keep it nice and secure. Now that the mount is attached to the wall, you're going to want to add the camera to the mount. So if you have wires coming from the wall, you're going to want to pull it through the hole that's in the mount and then attach it to the back of the camera the way I showed you earlier. So it's like that. If you don't have wires, don't worry about that. Before you mount the camera, take the top back off. So you're going to use the key, press it in, pull up, take the front off, take the battery out by pressing down on the silver and then pulling. Then you're going to see a little screw in there. That's what you're going to want to access to put the camera onto the mount. You're going to notice that the mount has a little ridge at the very top of it. See right there? A little lip. And then the camera has a little grooved out ridge at the top of it. It's going to slide onto that lip. You're going to slide it on and then push down. Then you're going to go to that screw and you're going to tighten it down to secure the whole camera to the wall. And this makes it so nobody can steal it too. Then you're going to pop the battery back in. Make sure the silver side's at the bottom. You're going to hear a click. Then snap the top back on. The light will start blinking. That's how you know the battery's connected well. Then press it to make sure that it makes the ding dong noise so you know everything's working properly. Ready to use. Now you're probably asking, okay, well, you didn't explain what this thing is. This little wedge shaped thing. Well, it is a wedge and it helps turn your camera a certain way. Let me show you. You place it this way and it makes your camera go to the right. And if you flip it over and install it this way, it'll make your camera point to the left. Now you're going to want to put this on the wall before you put on the mounting plate. So you're going to put this on the wall and you're going to use the screws from the A packet in the little oblong slots. There's going to be 4 of the slots and you're going to use 4 of the screws. Then you're going to put the mounting plate over the top and use the screws from the B packet to attach it to the holes on top of the wedge. Now you can use the top holes or you can use the bottom holes, whichever. What really makes it the difference is it'll make the hole bigger for your wires if you use the bottom holes to put the mount on top of it. Once the mount is attached to the wedge, you're going to see that little lip at the top right there. The groove at the top of your camera is going to slide into that. So you're going to flip the camera over and slide it down. And now you're done. That's how you install a Ring Battery Doorbell Pro 4K. Let me know if you have...
Someone is at front door.
Let me know if you have any questions and stay safe.